about the Duke's brother coming to get you guys.
Oh, Sam. I knew Sam the best.
Sam.
And I knew Louis quite well. Bill not so well. But every time we wanted to go to Rathskeller's, which was a nightclub, a drinking place, in there's the Alakea Street, in the basement of Grossman Moody, one of those companies. We would call it and get Sam to come and get us and take us.
When was that?
That was when we were at the university.
Evaporated milk.
About 4 or 5 of us girls, we were always getting Sam to take us places.
Was he at the university?
Huh?
How did you know him?
Well, from the beach, I guess, and Sergeant was married to Libana's sister, Sergeant Kahanamoku.
Okay.
To Anna Kahanamoku. Anna Furtado.
Okay.
So we knew
So you
Sergeant
had an
real
in.
well. And I don't know how we got so acquainted with Sam, but he used to escort us all over the place.
Wasn't he the one that also escorted Doris Duke?
Huh?
Wasn't he the one that was a special friend of Doris Duke?
But he was, I don't know exactly what the position was, but I know that he lived near there. She had a
Organic farm, didn't you say? Yeah,
and
that was interesting.
Big buildings on Farmers Road.
Huh.
And all screened off, and big tanks, and cucumbers hanging, and squashes and things. And he
Hydroponic.
Huh?
It was hydroponic.
Yes.
Wow. How far down Farmers Road?
About halfway, from between there and, I would say, I don't know how far, but it's hard to tell from today's thing, just where everything was.
Do you remember if it was on the other side of the canal?
Yeah, it is, but
It must.
the canal didn't show up. I mean, you don't.
Would have been a stream then. Another.
It's all covered. I mean, it wasn't predominant in the landscape. You just didn't notice it. You didn't judge people things by the canal. It was down the ways, and I don't know how far.
How interesting.
And it was on the left-hand side, and Sam had a house on the right-hand side of the road, of Farmers Road.
There wasn't much else there then, was there?
Huh?
Wasn't much else there.
Oh yes, farmers. And pig raisers. And
Truck farmers.
there was a place there that was a
Civil War.
where we went and had dances, parties and things. I think it was the Campbell family that had a dance studio there. And they leased it out or rented it out for big groups, because we went to a number of big dances there. And that was down on Farmers Road.
Right there among the piggeries.
They were usually back. You didn't see them from the
Oh, I see. From
the
the road.
road.
Huh. Wow.
And there was a stable with horses. People would go and rent horses and ride them for a while.
What was on Kahala Avenue then? Just beach houses?
Lots of still had lots of beach houses, the kind where we used to went for a weekend, and a whole bunch of us from the university would go down there and spend the weekend. And the kind of real beach houses the kind that had wooden coverings over the windows, and you pushed them out and put a stick to hold a wood thing out.
I don't know if you should take another one though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are.
But right around the corner from Kahala on past the first, there were houses on the one row, and right next on Farmers Road was the Taylor chicken farm. And every Sunday morning we went there to buy eggs and chicken, usually broilers,
No.
and
Yeah.
to gossip. Yeah, all the
Oh, they knew
neighbors
everything?
in there gossiping.
Yeah.
The Taylor family, you don't hear anything more about them now, but there were many of them. They're the ones who started the Honolulu Paper Company. They founded the Honolulu, and they came from California, and their parents had started a paper company. So they brought the same industry here. Two houses from us, Makai, was Mrs. Right next, not the one next to, the second one over was one Taylor. Their son lived across from us on the Kealaolu. The original brother lived about 3 or 4 houses up, and the oldest one, who seemed to be the most important one, lived on Kahala, opposite the park.
Okay.
The river comes down.
Right.
And the big spread out. That's one Taylor.
So you had a little
A lot of those, they lived there.
doser.
They lived there for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Remember that.
Yeah, because you weren't like this before.
So there was 1, 2, 3 brothers that I know of. I don't know if there was another one. And then the son and daughter of the ones by us. I knew that Mrs. Taylor real well. Yeah, they had a daughter who was a dancer, I think, in London.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.